Hi Trish. So we're just going to have this just here to make sure really that we've remembered everything that we talked about on Saturday, and just give you something that you can look back at as well in a month's time if you want to see where you've come from, or you want to remind yourself of anything that we talked about. So let's just rewind back to the beginning. And the main thing that I want you to focus on, which was we look up, we roll those shoulders back, and we trust to just give a little bit more rein forward, rather than, because he's got loads of energy, but he can give the impression that he isn't going forward because he's a little bit too tightly bound. So we need to be able to just let the rein forward a little bit, take control of your rise, so that you can go up and down when you say, rather than up and down when he's bouncing you up and down. And they were the main things that we took. So we'll just watch through the test now, and just see if there's anything else we want to pick up on. So one thing I will say, you're using the corners really well as corners, and the circles are very clearly circles. You know, you're making good use of the arena, and everything is really accurate, happening where it's meant to be. So well done with that. Again, look, going right into the corner, it's really nice. He's very straight on the straight, and he's fairly straight through his contacts, you know, he's not wibbling one way or another. It's literally just a case of you being able to, you're very much looking down at him, yeah? You can really see it there as you came around that corner. Rather than you looking up past the judges there, you're looking down at him. And it's causing both of you to sort of bunch up rather than be able to look where you're going. Open your shoulders rather than have your shoulders rolled together. I'm feeling like you have to keep putting a whoa on this pace. The other thing to watch out for is that you're not curling him too round your inside leg in an effort to keep him calm and steady. So just try and look through his ears and think about his head being straight in front of you. With the walk, you can clearly see that sort of pulling on that inside rein that I was just discussing there. You know, that right hand saying, come here. And actually, he's so round, I just need you to look towards X, put those hands in front of you and just let him walk. And just think so much less about how he's going and so much more just about, look where I'm going, keep the rhythm, and just let him sort of be underneath me a little bit. And when you give the rein, the walk improves there so much. And I know he's snatching, but that's just a result of him being pretty pent up through his neck. So he's sort of like, oh yes, let me have that rein a little bit. So that will improve once he's carrying himself better in the trot anyway. Well done there. You trusted to keep a fairly long length of rein there, so well done. Well done for that. And I like the canter. You've kept a fairly long length of rein. You're allowing him to go forward. You know, it's good. You were really good with your hands there. You didn't move them, and it kept the transition really smooth. Could have definitely though looked up round the corner. Can you see how you're looking down at him? That would have helped to just put the balance onto his outside hind, rather than when you look down that inside leg, that's where the weight goes, onto the forehand, down the inside leg. Lovely with your hands. Again, I'm loving the length of rein you're giving him in the canter. If we could get that the same in the trot, that'd be great. I would be tempted to say let him go a touch more open in the canter. I can see he's bouncing away there, so obviously I don't want you to be unsafe, but just when you feel you can, just allowing that canter a little more open. But I can see you giving the rein there, so well ridden. Really well done. And just watch as you trot. Look, can you see you just knitting those reins back and back and back and back and coiling him up, look. Should have just left the rein at that length. You can see you curled over the front, looking down and knitting those reins back up. And don't worry too much yet at the minute when he does this little bit of like putting the quarters in, because that's just coming from that coiled up tension. Soon as the head and neck's got more freedom, the whole back will hopefully relax and he'll be able to go straighter. Brilliant halt. Brilliant halt. But look how much wiggling you do, even once he's halted really well. And then he doesn't actually really go anywhere when he gets the rein, so I just need you to make sure that you just nip that little habit in the bud and you will be away, because he looks really smart. You know each other really well. And it's a super accurate, well-ridden test. That little adjustment and the really high marks are going to come flooding in. Well done.